Boom! We're back on the Tru-Mon show, episode 138, I believe. Yeah, 138 with Meli. Meli, how are you, Meli?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm great, great. Better than good, better than most, and even sometimes better than that. You know, especially when I see the fear and the propaganda that's going on around, like recently also with the, I don't know, another Babylonian stage stuff in London or something like that. I heard about that. But I've seen it also footage of policemen, like police changing uniforms during the drill. And it's like it's getting so bad. It's in plain sight. And people, the worst is a lot of people are getting caught up into all this propaganda and madness and stuff. And especially, like, they don't really need nobody to control our mind or stuff. Like, we pretty much take care of this on our own, on our sides. Like I say it all the time, the worst form of mind control is each and everyone over each other. That's the worst form of mind control. But anyway, tonight we're going to talk about our experience so far with the Babylonian lies that we both came in contact at one point in our journey. You know, once you start, and our truth, I said our truth, because once you start going on a journey and living your truth, you're going to find some stuff around that, because you want to live your truth, and you see people, why people don't live their truth. Why are they living a lie or something like that? So you start opening your mind a bit, and or your art. Maybe it's more your art that you open, and then you start seeking, and we found all kinds of stuff for sure. But you know, we could sit here probably all night, all summer to enumerate all the madness in Babylon, but we would still not be over, you know. So I always put the focus on the main conspiracy, the main thing. The main genocide is against us. It's a mental genocide, and that's what I always say. We have to rise as one. This is our mission. You know, we have the potential, a lot of power once we get it back, and if we do that as one, it's going to be a major shift. It's happening, but it could be happening faster, at a faster rate, if more people start buying into the madness of Babylon. It's so much. I see a lot of confusion, a lot of illusion, confusion, and whether it's like, we can name all the stuff that they do, going from the ball earth to the stage attack recently everywhere. And so I see what touches me is people that have responsibility. You know, I see a lot of people on Facebook, like that have shows, or people on YouTube that have shows. And as a truth, I say, I'm talking about truth here. I have a responsibility to not cause more confusion or illusion, or not buy into their propaganda and start propaganding it. But I see a lot of people, especially on YouTube, having shows and giving into the madness. Like, it's like going in the street with the signs, and you know, it's the same thing. We're admitting that they are our lords and we owe them everything, when we can, from right now, start governing ourselves and stop buying into the madness and attaching vibration to this evil system. Because this is where, once you start digging, you realize that, hey, yes, everything is divine around us, but the system itself that keep people trapped, that steal people's soul, that, you know, it's not only that they're gonna not only steal it, that they're gonna tell you what to think. They're gonna tell us, I've been trapped in this, Meli, for a long time, like, and you don't know. The worst is people don't know that they don't know. So it's very, very, the illusion is very, very well put in place by a bunch of magicians in Babylon, and we can enumerate one by one. They're all magicians, and that's why the illusion, people cannot really see it, because it is an illusion. So when you sit in a room in a theater, and the guy in front does illusion tricks, it's hard to catch sometimes. So give me your take on this.
Going back to just certain attacks that happen around the world. So what these attacks, I guess, in my opinion, are designed to do are to distract people from their higher purpose or their higher self. Now, whether somebody believes in God or believes in a spiritual element or some kind of universal connection, these attacks tend to frighten people and put them on a path of fear. You know, oh crap, there's nothing I can do. I've just got to join in with the rest of the crowd and just keep on hating and keep on being miserable, rather than, you know, looking at the other side where there is something you can do, and that is you can use yourself and your higher purpose to, whether it's to pray every day, whether it's to reduce, you know, your intake on certain toxic fumes that really do affect the body and affect the mind, whether it's reducing your toxic intake on certain films, TV shows, you know, programs that create hatred and create separation. They're little steps that we can do at a local community place. So it's joining in and becoming a part of a solution rather than joining in on the fear and believing that you can't do anything, because you can. As an individual, you can do a little thing which makes a big impact. Yeah. So in my
we can have a
experience,
we can have a major impact, yeah, together. It's for sure.
yeah,
At the moment you start feeling the change, the moment you start being the change, also, you feel a different vibe around you. Suddenly, you don't see the world on the same vibration. It's totally different.
yeah, yeah. And, you know, having these conversations with people and being open to being able to sit there and understanding that people will have an opinion. And when somebody has an opinion, not having a hate feeling towards them, but rather having an accepting feeling towards them and saying, okay, well, you have an opinion, you know, I'm not going to go over to your place and hurt you, you know, because that's the mind of somebody that lives in fear and somebody that doesn't know how to create solutions for themselves. They create problems on top of problems. So somebody, you know, as an individual that stands there and says, I don't know what to do, too much is happening, just start off small. Have a look at what you're purchasing and have a look at where that money is going. That's a big start, and that's how I started. You know, in my own awakening, there was an incident in my own personal life where I had noticed certain people around me were getting into trouble for certain things. And I looked at it and I said, okay, well, personally, if I was going to have kids, I don't want my kids to be involved in that. So what can I do to reduce that aspect of our lives, of our world, of our nation, wherever you live? And build upon a newer world where we can learn to forgive and start to love and connect and create more connection and understanding, because that's what's missing,
That's it.
really.
But we look also a lot outside of ourselves to create change, or we rely on other people, on politicians or stuff like that to create change, when we can create
Yeah,
change ourselves here in our homes and our with our children. This is the best thing you can do for the world. You cannot change the world. You cannot change the world. Forget about it. It's too
yeah,
big. It's too big, and the illusion is way too thick,
yeah,
and the people are way too programmed into the egotistic trauma base. And so thinking of changing the world is really a crazy thing, but you can, because just changing your ways, changing yourself, getting better habits, get better ways of living, and being able to impact others with that light is a
mm,
lifetime commitment. It just getting yourself to that Christ consciousness is a life
yeah,
thing. So what are you planning to do here? Changing the world for what? You have to change yourself. It's you first. It starts with you, each and every one of us taking responsibility for our lives. This is where it starts. But most people are
exactly.
lost with righteousness. We're all lost with righteousness. This is what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah, it,
And we all have greatness inside. We all have love. I never met anybody, even the most psychopath in the world, loves something. So we all
yeah,
have love. It's just to, also, if we fight unconsciousness, we're going to become unconscious also. So we have to
yeah,
rise above them, rise above love, above hate, above them, above everything, and make a change in our lives and be the change. This is,
yeah.
I think, it's the major thing to focus on.
And you're right when you say if you fight unconsciousness, you're going to become unconsciousness. That is so accurate in itself, because I've done it myself. When I was first awakening, I was fighting against the old, and I kept hitting a brick wall. It just wasn't going anywhere. I kept feeling like, well, I felt like I was crazy. And if I had kept going, I would have turned crazy. But then I realized, and I came across other people that had actually said, stop fighting the old and start creating a new, because fighting the old just doesn't get you anywhere. It's useless.
What we're
Yeah.
doing together, we are building to hurt. This is what we're doing. We're
Yeah.
being reborn to a total new state of consciousness. I've been reborn. I'm not afraid to say it. Like,
Yeah.
hello, I'm on YouTube live and direct. I wasn't doing that 10 years ago. La. So there's been a rebirth happening for sure, a change, something in a state of mind. And we can put all kinds of labels, all kinds of words, la, but I'm certainly not the same thinking that I had 10 years ago. So for sure something happened. But listen, if you and that's what you have to do. You have to be the change and really focus on that. And that's what I do every day. You know, I want to see a major shift in the world for sure, but we are contributing to it. You know, we cannot also diminish our impact right now on the world, like especially with internet. Listen, there's people that can watch us all over the earth. So it's very it's the greatest time to be alive. Okay, there's lots of madness, there's lots of confusion, lots of terror created by the government and stuff, but we can become more conscious as who has the power is the people. The moment we're gonna raise our state of awareness, our awareness level, the world will take a complete different turn. But right now we're not even aware of who we are. You know,
we
deep,
we are the
it's deep.
people that can,
It's deep stuff.
we're the people, if we can just keep reminding ourselves, we're the people that can create the solutions to the problems, and we're the people that can band together and come together and create larger communities, which, you know, we won't need to worry about what, you know, these old-fashioned governments are doing. We can create our own new system which serves people and the future of the children. So, you know, it's in my own knowing that we have to find a reason for, you know, what it is that we're creating and why we're creating it for. So things that I'm doing for the safety of the children that are out there, because they deserve safety. They deserve their own time to thrive and their own time to find, you know, a creative aspect to their life. They deserve this. They came to this world to enjoy it like we did. So why not create that?
We are in a decade also, a big decade of consciousness that, you know, we can start seeing, like, encouraging children, not only children, but teenagers to live their dreams, you know, to live their dreams and reach their highest potential, not just adapt the default state in society. Okay, if you want to adapt the default state for a while, okay, but at one point you must activate your mind and start being creative with your life. Like, create something out of your life. Like, live for others. It's mostly that, but everybody today in our world is just for themselves. Like, we barely talk to each other. Like, I walk in the street and they're all my brothers and sisters, and we ignore each other. Like, we don't even like, it's so sometimes though I get so irritated. Like, I get depressed a bit to see this, like, to see the state of humanity. I have to really build myself like a cocoon or something to protect from the bad vibrations and stuff from people, because I can feel them so much. I can read people so much. Sometimes I feel their vibration a mile away, and it affects me because I feel it. I know they're not like, I don't know why I feel that stuff. I just feel it.
Yeah, so extra sensory towards the emotional, you know, auras of people out there. So that's definitely something that I feel too. And what I've learned over time is to understand that it's really all about building up that strength inside of you, and to understand that, okay, even though somebody's over there not communicating with me or with you or with somebody, understand that they're growing at a pace that is suitable for themselves, and, you know, smiling at them, even if they don't smile back at you, their higher self will see it. That's how I look at it. So their higher self will see that smile. And then later on, it'll occur to them that, you know what, people aren't so bad because their higher self has been capturing. And, you know, it's that third eye. You know, if you believe in and know and understand that third eye, I might look at somebody and they may not be looking at me, but I know their higher self is seeing what I'm seeing. And, you know, I'm directing love, peace, freedom, happiness, whatever it is that I want at them. And I know that they will get it in their own time. So another thing I learned as well with the awakening, my own personal awakening, is that it's all well and good that I may have been going on my awakening, but my friends that were around me may not have been ready to go on their awakening. So they may be still learning aspects of their lives before their awakening. So what's the best thing that we can do is that we can be there for them. We can be that stone for them when they fall, and we can be there to show them that there is a way and there is another direction for you to take if you wish to come and join. You know, there are solutions, and we're starting to create them for these. You know,
exactly, we're starting to creating them, and like you said,
yeah,
you cannot force it on people. If we are at this is where my mental thinking shift a bit from a bit a year ago or something.
yeah,
For sure I'm gaining raising my awareness or stuff, so I'm
yeah,
becoming more present in the moment. And this is what I feel like. It's not about putting it in the throat of people and say, hey, wake up, wake up, wake up. You know,
yeah,
it's not the way it has to be done. It's just about shining our light. Like even here, I don't come here having any expectation. I just come here with the heart full of love, and I just want to speak to the world, because I might not be
yeah,
here tomorrow, or the day after, or what am I gonna have done here?
exactly.
Left nothing. I'm gonna leave without a trace. Nobody will know my face or my voice or something. No, I want people to be inspired by our journey. This is what, I'm
Yeah,
not here to research fame. It's not about us. You too is the same. It's not about, look, Melissa, you have a pretty much the same also journey as me, because you make videos on a channel, and you're like me,
yeah,
you don't have much viewers, and you're okay with that, and you go on your journey and you keep making videos and videos
exactly.
and post them. And because you wait, the more I reflect, the more I awake, the more I become more aware of stuff. And this is very important, to take time to enjoy your own company. I've never
Yeah,
enjoyed my own company so much. I can talk to myself live on YouTube for an hour alone, in the park alone with my GoPro. Like, it's pure joy. This is pure joy. I never been so happy than having conversation with myself. I'm finding myself for once in my life.
yeah. Your best friend is your own company. And, you know, when it comes to sharing content online, or whether you're doing it offline in front of people at events or festivals or whatever it might be, it's not about the numbers. It's about, in my personal view, it's about, you know, are you growing inside? Are you reaching your full potential? Because whatever you're trying to start, whether it's, you know, trying to start a business or trying to start, you know, an online YouTube channel, you've got to know that you won't start off with so many people, but over time it'll take you somewhere. It's going to take you somewhere. And for me, that's the feeling that I get, or the ultimate goal that I get, is that I know whatever I'm doing, it's taking me somewhere every day. So I'm learning something, I'm growing, and I'm meeting new people as well. So that's my own personal growth, and that's something that I'm proud of. Yeah,
That's very important for me to come on YouTube, because I cannot go in the street and talk about the stuff I want to talk about.
yeah,
It's a bit too profound, and people sometimes, so I have no choice to go on YouTube. And on YouTube, I found all kinds of wonderful people in the same state of mind as me, that they reach out for more in life, that they want to know more. They're not into those conspiracy stuff, and just
yeah,
like mash up darkness and stuff. Like, we want to see the light. We have seen the light. We just want to reach it more and more. But for sure, I've seen the light. Come on. I see
yeah,
clear. Yes, I can see crystal clear, and I don't buy it at all. I don't propaganda their madness for sure, but no, it's about us waking up also to our greatness and our magnificence and how powerful we are. And if we can do that on an individual level, like I've done here, like you've done, imagine the whole. Imagine the whole. Imagine this place, how it would change. And it would be, everybody would be walking with smile on their face. This is what would happen. Everybody would have smile on their face instead of being crabby. Like sometimes I see people, they're so miserable because the system, the life's pressure, the pressure on us, every freaking month you have something to pay, you have bills to pay, car, whatever. Like the children, we fight to survive. If we don't have money, we cannot buy food. We freaking die. That's crazy system. Everybody should be coming here on earth with a piece of land given to them. It's my earth. I came here as a habitant here, and I have a cost of living. It's like the birds don't pay to eat worms or stuff. Like, it's total madness. Total madness.
See, money was created as an energy exchange, but it's now being used so heavily, and so negativity towards money has grown so much. So we're using money more so in a fear aspect, we need to get more and more and more or else we won't survive. But what people don't understand is if you can obtain a certain amount and then go out and say plant trees in your backyard, or go and buy a farm or whatever it might be, as long as we all have our turn in creating an income. So today might be my turn to make X amount of dollars. So what am I going to do with that? Well, I'm obviously going to think ahead and think, well, what are the things that I need for my life? Well, that's shelter, food, water, etc. So I'm going to go and use or utilize that money towards the things that I need, not the things that I want, which is TVs, clothes, bags, makeup, shoes, all sorts of things. They're nice, but we've got to remember, and this is what we're forgetting, is that we're not investing in our own lives. We're investing in things that are actually distracting us. So that's why we've created this very forceful, got to fight to get money now. Like it's very chaotic out there with that.
It's very chaotic because it's about who you are, not what you have.
Yeah.
It's what I have has absolutely no relevance here tonight. Absolutely no relevance whether I live in a castle with 20 cars, 3 boats, whatever possession I have. That will not give me the strength to come here live and direct on YouTube and speak my mind, probably. So it has nothing to do with the material. You see it right here. I don't have a castle, and I don't own a boat, and I don't have toys because it's just distraction. I read books and I reflect. That's what I do with my life.
It's true. And I've come from, a background where I've seen myself being spoiled with so much. And the first few things and I'm glad my mother has raised her children into, is that the first things that you really need are those, shelter, food, water. They're the first things that you need. Everything else are just add-ons and extras and be grateful for. But if people can remember that and go back to that, then we wouldn't be fighting so much over all this, greed and nasty and like hurting one another and killing one another, because that's basically the old system, the paradigm that's there. That's what's going on.
Yeah, that's what they want to enforce: more propaganda, more madness, more terror. So we're in fear and doubt, and if the solar flare is coming to hit Earth, or the next terrorist attack, and all this is staged. It's all people buy into it like they're in fear. They don't want to get out their house now. They're in their house. It's 25 degrees today. People are all in their house watching TVs. Probably the madness that's going on, fake madness that's going on in Babylon, because the news are fake. The news are fake. This is the thing. Unplug from the freaking TV. It's all fake.
Yeah. What's real is out there. Your tree is real. Like the birds that sing, they're real. You can get a whole, like TV screen right in front of you in nature. It's absolutely brilliant if you just go out there and look at the farm animals and look at, you know, the just every single aspect of nature is just, oh, so much better than watching
Like,
TV.
like someone in the chat is saying, but what you have can help you become a better you. Yes, what I have life.
Yeah,
That's what I have. I have life. So I
yeah,
don't count on any much material to rise to my greatness and stuff. Yeah, a bit more money would probably accelerate the pace, but more money,
yeah,
more trouble, more worries, more anxiety, more this, more that. Like I'm okay. I'm okay with what's going on right now, and I don't need. I don't want to become a needy person. I have enough of needing stuff. Oh, I need the basic stuff, like you said, food,
yeah,
shelter, clothes, and like an internet. Put me in a cave with an internet connection, I would be fine.
yeah. So, just in regards to that question, what we have can, you know, the material world can help enhance what we're doing, yes, in some aspects, but it's all well and good to have a lot in your life in the material sense, but there are times where that's going to be taken away from you. And that's the same with the spiritual sense. Okay. So if we create a lot of knowledge, we're going to be tested. So it's not that either side is wrong or right. It's about, I would say, finding balance and
Yeah, balance.
understanding that both sides are there and that you can have a little bit of this and you can have a little bit of this, but just understand that they will test you. There will be challenges. For myself, I may not have a lot of material items. I may not be filled up with, you know, all these glorious brands that are around me, but I am tested, and every, you know, every day I will be tested on something small. So don't think that somebody that doesn't have a lot or somebody that does have a lot aren't tested. We're all tested. So
For sure, all this, and but it's
yeah,
not just my lifestyle to have toys and
yeah,
castle and stuff, but probably
yeah,
listen, no, and even having a lot of money coming my way, I would be lost in a big house or stuff like that. I don't, it's not my thing. It's not my thing.
that's
I would
so fun.
maybe buy a boat to make videos on the ocean with my GoPro. Maybe I would buy a boat if you want to know that, but. Like other than that, they would all be orientated to bring my awareness higher. Like it would be used to make videos,
Yeah, yeah,
basically.
yeah. If I
Or I
had a
would
big
buy
house,
a skidoo to go on the snow in the winter, very very profound up north in Quebec, and make videos there. There you go.
that would be
That's
good.
probably the use I would make of toys. But other than that, it's not my focus. My focus
Yeah,
and is not really on material thing. I need a certain stuff. We have to honor the world of
yeah,
materiality also. We cannot deny everything we'll be talking here tonight. We cannot
yeah,
deny that we need some material, but just don't get lost into it. I don't need 10 cars and a castle and this and that to be
yeah.
happy. To find happiness, happiness is a state of mind. That's all it is.
That's right. That's right. And you know, even those that have reached their full potential in the material world, all the celebrities, if you look at their you know, their biographies, not all of them, but most of them will talk about how, yep, we've reached a point in our life and we've had so much given to us, but you know what really made us happy? It wasn't what we made, it was the connection we had with our fans. So connection is more important than what we own. So if you're in a current position where you're going through an awakening and you're realizing that you don't have a lot, stop comparing yourself to other people that do have a lot, because you will have opportunities to build yourself up and to buy whatever material items you need for your life. We're not all going to be up here with 10 cars sitting in our garage. No, that's just unrealistic. I don't think the world can sustain that for every single person. But being
No, that's it.
grateful, you know, being grateful. So, you know, if you're given a new car tomorrow, being grateful, and that's that balance. That's that. Okay, well, yep, I've got a material, awesome, you know, convertible car given to me. I'm very grateful for that. But that's not going to distract me from the true purpose. So having that balance, that's, to me, that's the bigger purpose in this journey, in the
Yeah.
awakening.
to balance, you know, the inner purpose with the outer purpose. Inner
yeah,
purpose, we all have pretty much the same inner purpose, which is to awaken. That's
yeah,
our inner purpose. But the
yeah.
outer purpose, that can, yes, for sure, it's got to be finding a balance there, because the world is very, very strange, very strange. The people are
Imbalance.
strange, not the trees or the grass or the squirrel or the horsey or the, no, it's the people that, it's us. We're very, very strange. Like, we have dominion
Yeah,
and power over everything on the face of the earth, and we're creating a disaster. We're lost in ego, lost in, it's terrible, the state of
it's an
humanity.
imbalance.
By chance, there's some people like us waking up and going on the internet to start bringing up the vibration, and you know, where we have catch the vibe of life, and we're trying to pass it on. I don't know. There's
Yeah,
something. We're on a mission. Definitely, we're on a mission. I don't know. Me, I feel like I'm being led into this. Like, it's higher and stronger than my own self. I don't take no glory here for nothing. It's just what I have to do. It's what I'm guided to do. You know, I'm
yeah,
guided to be great. I'm guided to be great and to express greatness and to bring other people to that same state of mind, so we can finally see all see the light. And the light is by there. It's not there very much in Quebec lately. The sun is very hidden. It's hidden by clouds. But like I told you the other day, but you in Australia, you see it often. Like
we
it's
do.
very,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, here it's terrible. It's like I haven't seen the sun. Like today, it's full cloudy again. It was rainy again. We're in month of June, and I seen the sun maybe 3 days. Like it's very, very always cloudy. I don't know if they can, if they're wise and equipped enough to manipulate the weather. That's another topic. But apparently they do. But I don't know. Sometimes my little finger tell me that I don't think they can. Hack the divine forces. Can they hack the divine forces? Like I don't think so. I think everything is so well intelligently designed and made and orchestrated by a divine force that we cannot access, like we cannot go near the sun or near the moon or near the stars or get out of earth or stuff like that. It's total nonsense. We live in love and
yeah,
grace. We live in love and grace. We're divinely protected, and everybody lives in fear. Everybody's in fear that there's something hitting earth, that suddenly we're going to start spinning faster and the whole thing's going to collapse. Like,
oh
we
wow.
live in love and
I
grace.
had a headache.
There's, you know, there's nothing to worry about, nothing to fear but fear itself. We live in love and grace, and the whole world, there's like confusion being spoon fed to the blind, and everybody
Yeah,
goes along. And I don't, Meli, it's very strange. So it's people in the world that are evil. You know, evil. It's, you know, it's not nobody with the. Yeah, it's a force. It's a force acting on us for sure. It's an evil force, just like God is a force also, or the divine, or stuff like
yeah,
that. It's the energy, it's the frequency. That's how I feel it. But it's something that we all have inside of us. We all have evil and God, both inside the heaven and earth, and the heaven and hell. It beats at the center of your chest. You decide the rest when you open your mouth, or when you
that's exactly
use your
right.
hand, or that's it. So it's very. We have to reset the mindset. We have to reset the mindset of humanity. That's what humanity needs. Needs a
That's
reset button. Boom! A big reset button that
exactly
we
right.
had. That's what you said. I had to hit the reset button. That's what you told me the other day.
Exactly, yeah. So when it comes to, we do have both sides. We do have a positive aspect and a negative aspect to ourselves. And to even deny that negative, if you're somebody that wants to live in the positive and you're always saying, no, I don't have negativity in me, well, that's a lie in itself, because we all have it no matter what. You may not act upon the negative, but we do at some points either get thoughts of negativity, but it's how we react that creates the outcome for our own divine purpose and divine life. So, you know, in my own personal experience, I've felt the negativity. So it wasn't that long ago, in fact, where I had actually created a bit of a negativity force and sent that out to the universe, because I was very upset at a particular scenario. And it was, I think it was a week later, I had received a powerful force to me, and it was basically karma coming back to me and saying, well, if you want this to go ahead, then this is what I'm going to give you in return. And this was going to be a karmic comeback to me. And I stood in front of the mirror and I said, okay, well, do I want to keep sending that out? And I had to reverse it very quickly because I knew the outcome was not going to be nice for myself. So, and I knew the outcome wasn't going to be nice for this other person either. So I left it up to the God, or the divine order of the universe. And
Rastafari.
Yeah. So like, and that just made like a clear indication to me that there is a powerful force out there, and that cannot be messed with. You cannot fake that force at all. You cannot do it. We can replicate it, we can create illusions, but there is a powerful force out there that cannot be faked.
No,
Yeah.
and we start feeling that force also once we start awaken. Once you start awaken, maybe not in the first few months because you're confused. The first few months I was confused. I was very, very confused on many topics with many people around me. Confusion was the master at first, but the more I went on,
crazy confused. I was like.
Yeah, but the more I went on, the more things become clearer, and the more everything was integrated into me, like all the knowledge and all the stuff that I have reflect about. Maybe after 1,000 video, I started to, being warmed up and starting to see clear. But it took me a while. It took me a while because, and also embrace your confusion. If you're confused, if you're confused about what we're talking about tonight, embrace your confusion. It's a reflection of your growth. That's what it is. Boom.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There was this element of crazy confusion in me where even my family were very stressed about me and for me. And, there's two ways we can go. It's either embrace that confusion, which is what I did, and kept going the natural, organic way in, changing certain things about myself and kept talking to myself and, whatever it was that seemed crazy, or we can suppress it, which is, to me, the Bandaid Effect, which doesn't actually cure what it is that's going on in our awakening. It just Band-Aids it over until, years later, and you've got to face it all over again. So you've got two sides. You can either keep going or Band-Aid it over. It really depends on the individual.
Yeah, but to me, at one point, when you receive a call from the divine to wake up, it's like you cannot go back either to you cannot go back to the old state of mind. It's just a journey. You're going on a one-way journey, and now you feel the divine vibration. You are very, very powerful because you've been lied to all your life by badness people, the people that try to control your mind. And it's like I say, the worst form of mind control is each other over. Us over each other. So but I mean, at one point also I give thanks, for having waken up like this and realize all the madness I was doing. I'm not better than anybody. I'm not different than anybody listening tonight. We're all cut from the same cloth. Don't start telling me you're cut from a different cloth and this and that. You're a different tribe, a different vibe. Probably a different vibe, but we're all the same. We all have different we all have the same problem, different solutions to our problem. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But the moment you start, the moment also, it's not, you don't discover how bad the world is. I don't focus on how bad the world is. I focus on my power, on our power to change things. We can focus on the madness all our life. Will that make a change? Will that make more people rise? You rise by lifting others. So you lift others, they will rise. You will rise. It's a two-way thing. That's what I want to keep doing here. It's not concentrating. It's a detox channel from the conspiracies. That's what it is. That's what it's going to become, a detox channel to move to greats. This is how I'm going to take it. If I keep going with that Tru-Mon show, that's what it's going to be, because it's going to be aligned with my vibration that I'm going with. So it's probably gonna be another detox channel, just like Motivation Academy.
Yeah, yeah. Create the solution to the conspiracy problems that have been designed. I feel
Yeah,
a lot of these conspiracy theories as well, some of them are probably true, but most of them at hand are very big distractions to
yeah,
our own personal growth. And they
yeah.
create conflict and arguments within
And
friendships and family and yeah,
you
yeah,
create more of the same, more division, more ego inflated. Like,
yeah,
why do you think they bring all that stuff, especially Flat Earth on YouTube, to divide the people more? Because that's an
yeah,
ego thing. Or now people, even this is the unconsciousness that I find. I'm not saying that we live on the ball. That's not what I'm saying. But the madness of the Flat Earth is we're getting very much into our ego, arguing about nonsense and stuff we can't even prove. We don't even know. Nobody knows the functioning of the sun or the moon or the stars. Nobody knows nothing, and everybody interpret things and tell me it works like that. Like the other day, I told you you're in Australia, I'm in Canada. It was
yeah.
7. Like right now, look, it's clear, it's sunny out, but it's not sunny, it's
Sunny.
cloudy, but it's still daytime for me, and
Yeah,
I see the sun at 90 degrees, and you're in Australia, and you see the sun also 90 degrees. So there's
yeah,
all kinds of stuff that do not match, and my goal is not to investigate the functioning of the sun. I'll know these things when I go to the other realm, the upper realm. I'll be like
yeah,
roaming in there, and then I'll know more truth. But here
yeah,
and now, what can I know other than bringing my life to a super magnificent state of greatness and go on with my dreams and stuff? Everybody lies. The whole world, the world is a lie. Like, come on, what am I
yeah,
gonna do? Change it? Change the like? We have to become more conscious as a whole, more
yeah,
aware of what's going on and stuff. All these stuff will dissolve from within. Like I say always, it will dissolve from within the moment we raise our awareness all together as people, because we have the power to do that. The power belongs to the people, not those psychopaths and the government creating terror and stuff. It's us, the people. It's all of
yeah,
us watching tonight. It's all of us that's going to watch after, and everybody everywhere in the world that we can make a change if we decide to decide. But will you decide?
yes,
Will you decide to embark on the mission to take your life as an example? Like, that's what I want to do. I want to give my life as an example of it's possible, to live your dream, to go towards greatness and speak truth and not being so enslaved in the mind. And there's something here. There's something here that deserves our attention. That's for sure.
yeah. The world is created on beautiful lies that we can either keep fighting against or create new solutions to all these problems. And the one thing that I'd like to leave behind for people is, the aspect of not giving up and to keep going. Because I've always been somebody that has known a lot of people, but these people that know me are either very hesitant in following my journey or stand back and hide and only sneak in to see what I'm doing. So my legacy that I'd like to leave behind is, doesn't matter who's following you, doesn't matter who's with you, just keep going, even if you're doing it on your own, because the purpose of life is to create a haven that works for you and your family or your friends or whatever it might be that's around you. Focus upon that, focus upon the goodness, focus upon, being happy and fair and reducing, the war on the streets and the war, overseas. Let's reduce all that. Let's get rid of all that. Let's focus on creating something totally new for this world. Mm.
Yeah. It's possible. It's possible. We're on the way. It's on the way. The Babylonian people are not gonna have a feast for long with our minds and stuff. It's getting to an end, and there's one big stone coming down to crush them. It's gonna just hit them on the head, and boom, they'll be gone. In no time.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, because we are waking up as a whole, and I can feel it. I can feel it in myself, and I can feel also not so much when I go in Babylon, but I can feel it on the internet, like tonight.
yeah,
I can feel it towards when you start speaking to the world, you feel an entire, total different vibration. It's divine vibration. It's hard to explain, like I say always, because I'm here in the body. I'm human. Human. I don't think I'm human. Even that is crazy to define me with a one word. I'm human. Like we're so magnificent, so great, so powerful, so
Infinite.
full of light. I don't think there's any word that can truly describe us because
Yeah,
we're perfect. We're perfect. Nobody has the same fingerprint as me. Nobody has the same fingerprint as you. The body functions by itself. It's just this we have to perfect. We have an imperfected soul. And you're
that's
born
right.
dead with life. You're born dead with life. So wake up. That's the
Yeah.
message, you know. Wake up to your
Everyone,
greatness. You're, huh?
every single person has a purpose. Every
Yeah.
single person. Even the unpopulous person that you went to school with has a purpose in life. The most populous person that you went to school with has a purpose in life. We all have a purpose. And if we can just accept that and allow for each and every person to flow in that divine order, we don't need to argue. We can just accept and understand. And if you
And
don't
there
get
is.
along with somebody, it's not about arguing and hating on them. It's about allowing them to do what they want to do. And you go find your tribe over here and hang out with them. Let them hang out with their tribe. We can do this. We know we can.
Right. And
We all
especially right now, there is a mega uprising happening with reggae music. It's
have,
crazy. The
yes,
reggae music is being strong, and there's a strong
beautiful
message in
music.
reggae music. For
Yeah,
sure, especially in Europe, I see shows that it's packed with people, hundreds and thousands of people for a reggae concert, and nobody fight. There's no fight in there. Everybody
yeah,
smoke weed and in peace and love, and good vibrations. The music is a good vibration. Music has the potential, I think, even though it's controlled and stuff, but it's controlled by us. It's controlled by us, like
yeah,
the guys that owns a record company. There's no Illuminati guys coming to knock at his door to, hey, you're gonna do this. Like, no, it's us. It's our state of mind collectively that bring all the madness to a state that it's uncontrollable. It's us.
yes,
It's us. It's nobody. They don't come and give you a TV or a tablet or this or that or a computer. You buy it. So it's very the madness goes far in our. But once you realize your own ways that you were doing, me, I recently cut off completely. I still had the TV. It was unplugged, but I had the cable plugged in. I was paying for the cable for nothing. Like recently, I totally unplugged the cable. I'm done with all the madness. Even
yeah,
my children don't watch TV. They don't watch TV. My wife don't watch TV. Like we're all detox from the TV. TV is gone. That's one of the main tool to control people's mind. I don't like to
it
call
does.
them sheep. People that sleep a little bit more. But they're not sheep. I don't like to qualify us as a sheep. A sheep is a sheep, and we are who we are. Where we are not animals. That's another thing. People think that we are animals. Why that? No. We are very divine a creature, whatever you want to call us, but it's something even that nobody has any idea. The power you have inside you, you cannot even start to begin to dream of that power. It's so magnificent. Even me, I
Yeah,
feel it, but just to get in touch with it, even in my dream, it's going to be hard. So, it's very, we are very divine. We live in we have power and dominion over everything here. Come on, there's nobody else but us. There's no, and God, if there would be a God or a Bonham sitting on a cloud or whatever, he would have come down and solved the problem. That means it's up to us. We are
it's
the
a
divinity in flesh. It's up to us to solve it, and we are waking up. We live in a time where the thoughts of the divine are manifested through us. That this is what's happening. Jaja
yeah,
is calling, like Teacher D says. Don't wait for the recall. Jah is calling, and I heard the call, and many other people heard it. And we are working together to bring the vibrations higher here. And some people follow, some people lead. That's okay. We are
yeah,
gonna come to a point where we're gonna take the whole need and it's okay. I've had mentor. I still have mentor. I still go to people for inspiration, especially reggae singers. They are
yeah.
my driving force. That you saw me before coming on the show. I had my headphones on and I was singing, and this reggae music is really a vibe that. Come on. I'm a reggae ambassador for sure. Talk
Yeah,
about reggae music. Come to my house. boom. Vous allez voir. Ah, I'm a
New
reggae man for sure.
synchronicity.
Because I know it can change people's life. It changed my life. At the age of 15, I started to listen to Bob Marley. It changed my whole life. Changed my whole life. Changed my whole perspective on Babylon, because on the world, because now I was aware of Babylon. But
Yeah.
okay, Babylon. What is Babylon? At 40 years old, I had time to think, and I started to research on their madness, and I found out a lot of wicked stuff. They are very, very wicked. You know, there is very wicked things. It's very wicked. They are wicked, and we have to get rid of the wicked. This is what we have to do, but not with force, not with weapons, not with nothing like that. We have the weapon. It's the words. We're going to use their weapons, their madness against their own madness. It's the vocabulary, what we've been programmed with, ABC 1, 2, 3. So we're going to use it, and we're going to rise.
The confusion as well when it comes to the weapons, it's not about using physical weapons either. You know, there's some people that have that old paradigm of thinking of like, oh, well, you know, in order to defeat these sorts of people, we need to have our own backup of weapons. No, you don't. It's about working against that idea of these people having their weapons. Anybody that wants to utilize a weapon, in my own personal opinion, on a psychological level, is not healthy. Because what are weapons designed to do? They're designed to hurt. And why would you want to hurt somebody physically? You know, that's not a healthy aspect.
Yeah, but love is my weapon.
That's right. So utilizing that side, not the physical of the weapon side. So that's just a psychological theory.
I don't whisper sweet nothings in people's ear, but I have sweet weapon. It's love. Yeah. Love is sweet. Yes. Love is gentle. Love is beautiful.
That works.
Yeah,
that works.
And it works.
Yeah, and there's some videos that I've watched online where, you know, people are arguing. You know how you see a lot of the videos that are posted to do with the people arguing with the police, for example. There's heaps of those sorts of videos. Which videos really stand out to me are the videos where the people are communicating with the police in a civilized way. And they're the ones that actually are let go and are dealt with civilly. Whereas the ones that argue and, you know, fight against this old system, this old way, they're the ones that are taken in and thrown in the lockhouse. So what way works best? Well, obviously the love way, the communicating way, not the I'm going to use their weapon against them. That doesn't work. Yeah.
But that's it. And sometimes just no reaction also is best. Like the other day I was on the side of the river with my son, and they came to tell him not to put his fishing rod in the water, just to play. And they made a big thing about it. The policeman came, and a guy from the preservation of the nature or something, like two green bottom came down with a bulletproof vest and guns and tasers and all kinds of shit on them to tell a 10-year-old not to fish there. Like, it's total madness, intimidation, and this is what we're lost to. But also I could have stand up and go talk to them. I didn't because they don't know. They don't know what they're doing. People don't know. If you start putting your ego, like, it would be just an ego trip to prove I'm right and they're wrong. And so it's all ego-based trauma. So I start to detach myself more and more from that ego-based trauma and just, accepting life as it comes. And if they're there to tell him, okay, that's good. Next day, 3 people show up and they're fishing and they're not there. And like, what am I going to do? Go tell them? No, let it be. Let it be. And, that's it. And, I'm not there to break people's vibes or stuff like that. I would just want to live my life, live a happy life. And it's not by gossiping and telling people what to do that it's going to work. So, it's a very much...
it's not feeding into that ego. It's not, you weren't feeding on top of that ego that policeman or woman had. So, to feed on top of somebody else's ego is to make them feel more powerful in themselves. They feed off that. They want us to basically surrender our souls to them. No, let's not do that. Let's just accept them for where they're at, where they're vibing, and let them speak their words about, fishing or whatever, and let them go. So, and they'll realize that, well, people aren't so bad, really. They'll realize over time that,
And
yeah,
I like someone Mark in the chat. He says evil destroys itself. That's it.
yeah, that's right. It really does.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
dissolve from within. All the
it's
the
yeah, it
people
will
in.
get rid of itself.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
right.
like that.
I like it too.
Lots of great comment in the chat. I just want to big up everyone present here tonight. The Red Rose Rockers in the house, of course. Red Rose
Thank
Rocker,
you.
Suzanne. Thank you, Red Rose and Suzanne. They're always on my morning show on my other channel too. Thank you very much. There's no word to express my gratitude for you Tuesday for sure. And more Horizon Borealis too. A name I see often. That way, a name I see often. Sam Wolf was there also, my son
Yeah,
before. Simon Stone, Simon Stone.
yeah,
Yeah, Angel Raven. There's a lot of people. Thank you very much for all being with us and sharing that great vibe, that vibe of truth, that vibe of love. It's mostly a vibe of love. It's a new vibe. It's a new vibe. It's a new hurt, a new vibe, a new people taking responsibilities and seeing life
yeah,
for for who we are and what it is. The truth is what is. So we don't
yeah,
need to make it complicated. We just are filled with nonsense. So clear the nonsense, restart the program, format that hard drive and go back to a new state of consciousness. I think it's a must to be
yeah,
able to also sense what you were doing wrong before and your ways that you have to change, like just our eating habits is the main one. Our eating habit, come on,
mhm,
we're doing a lot
yeah,
of satanic rituals through our eating habit, and we don't even know. We don't even know. I was buying a cow myself and putting it in my freezer. I thought that was okay.
me too.
I was even going in the fridge to pick the cow and everything. I was very proud that I was buying a half a cow and putting that in, like, total madness,
I
total
know.
non-awareness of who I was, of what I was, the arm I was participating in, the rituals I was, blood rituals, and I don't need blood and stuff. I became
I know
with
it's
a
disgusting.
yeah,
Uh, yeah,
it's just disgusting too when you start thinking about it, that you're eating blood and flesh. It's like, whoa, it's dead. It's dead food. Like, what's
I
that? I
wouldn't,
want to eat
I
alive food.
wouldn't even,
I want to have a smile and color on my face. So I want to eat alive food, greens and stuff, and
yeah,
veggies and spinach. And I'm much more healthy on spinach than on a steak. Hello.
yeah, definitely. I was gonna
Come
say
on.
I wouldn't even eat my own species. So what am I doing eating another species? That to me really occurred to me very quickly, and I thought, oh no, enough. Like I couldn't even kill it myself. So why am I letting
Exact.
someone
This is the
kill it for
thing.
me? Yeah, I get like
Most of us would not kill the animal, but we eat it.
no,
But also we're very detached from what is in our plate. Like, we don't recognize. We're totally blind before we wake up. We're dead. We're living dead, and not sensing any oneness or wholeness, or like very much in your ego, and the whole world belongs to you, and you're very arrogant with life, and it's like, no, you belong to the earth. The earth doesn't belong to you. You belong to the earth. It's like,
yeah,
this is the state of mind that we have to change. Like, anyway, but it's going there. We are, no, come on, we are. We came from far. We come from far, and we are doing good. No matter what the government is staging to put us in fear. If you put that aside, all the madness that they do, look at
yeah,
us on YouTube, what we're doing just on YouTube, all the beautiful channels and beautiful people coming out and expressing themselves and bringing others to the same greatness. It's
yeah,
just a wonderful time to be alive, because we can have hope. Finally, the truth is being spoken, and not only by me, by all kinds of people. All kinds of
yeah,
people speak truth and have enough of the lies and the bullshit that we have been told, and we're insult. Like, okay, the lies don't bother me so much as the insult to my intelligence. Like, hello. To one point, I opened my eyes at your madness, and whoa.
yeah,
Had to sit down just hearing the numbers. I had to sit down. I was getting dizzy. I was like, I had never analyzed it that far. We know more about the globe madness and stuff, all the numbers, than the people who don't even, it's not because they buy into it or stuff. They don't question it. They don't question it. So they live on the ball and they don't question it. And
Well,
it spins and travels through the universe and the water stick on the ball, no problem. It's magic. It's magic,
technically,
people. Gravity is
technically,
magic.
technically, I'm upside down right now.
Yeah, you're
So
upside down in Australia too. Hey, come on, that's something.
I should be like the other way right now.
It's
Flip
total.
myself
It's
around.
just nonsense, and not that because Meli, we have all the answers about all the cosmology and stuff, how it works. But I know what they tell us is not the truth. It's not the truth because that's
Well,
not what we experience. We don't experience that. I never seen aliens or shit like that. It's just
no,
or
I have.
stuff coming from space or. Like they say that the sun, the stars are suns. I look at the star with
Mm,
my telescope. I don't see them as suns. Like, what is that? Well, I'm supposed to just accept what you tell me and make it my reality. That's what it is. Like
yeah,
we're not supposed to question, and we're not supposed to question and take our own tools and look at the sky and find out answers for. No, come on. Let's remain dormant and give them all the power. Hey, enough, enough. These times are
well,
over. Babylonian,
the,
you're going down. Boom.
the people that that want to talk about, oh no, this is true. Let's go back to the round earth. I would highly suggest the next person that says that it is a round earth, if you can start digging, just start digging. I want to see you go to the other side. And then I will say, okay, I believe that this is a round earth. Because right now it just doesn't make sense. So let's get to the facts and let's just start proving it ourselves. Let's just start digging.
Yeah.
That solves the argument. Let's just start digging.
Well, we can reflect on many things that we have around us, like, but to say that me, it's especially the sun. The sun is very, very intriguing. The moon even more. The moon even more. And if you talk about
Yeah,
the stars, even more. So if
yeah,
you just take the sun that's right in our face, it's very intriguing. And I don't buy into everything they say. So even
yeah,
there, I still have many, many questions remain. Some of the stuff makes sense. Hiru was supposed to come on a Truman show, do us a presentation in English
yeah,
about the movement of the sun in the sky, and he has an explanation for it. Like there is people also, I'm very, very grateful for people that give their time to research and stuff. Me, it's not my thing. I don't concentrate on that. I like to receive them on the Truman Show and then get the teaching and stuff
yeah.
live. Like that's how
That's
I like
right.
to do it. That's why I created that Truman Show, was to hang out with people and each one teach one. So this was the main goal of that show, and this is what I kept doing for 138 episodes so far. Even tonight, you are teaching me stuff. You have told me stuff that I, and it's a very good to have the divine masculine and the divine feminine point of view. This is
Yeah,
what I like a lot. I like having the feminine point of view because you girls don't really don't rationalize things the same way that men does, and sometimes it's very. I like it. Me always, for sure,
it's that
enjoy the.
balance. It's that balance. Could you imagine if it was just feminine on the earth? I don't know what would happen, but I don't think it would be a very happy, comfortable place. I think we'd on top of each other. But that's the
Yeah,
same with the masculine. So there's a balance. There's a reason why we've got cats and dogs. There's a reason why we've got birds and fishes. There's reasons for everything. So it goes back to the whole. There's a reason why everyone is here. There is a life purpose for everyone, and it's about finding your life purpose and sticking to it, just flowing with it, just going with it, and
that's why.
believing and knowing that this is who you are. So yeah,
Like you said, everything has a purpose. The birds, the fishy, the
most
everything has a
definitely.
purpose around us. The
Everything.
clouds, the rain, the thunder, the everything. So
Everything.
even us, even each
Yeah,
and every one of us has a purpose. You cannot deny your purpose here. Maybe you have not found it. It's possible
yeah,
that you didn't find it yet because it's not. You have to find your cause. Me, I found it. I found my cause very easy, but because I did some inner work and stuff. But
yeah,
I mean, it's
for
possible
sure.
that you don't get right away during your awakening in touch with your outer purpose and stuff. But your outer purpose will vary also. You have to be flexible to change also to not divert your journey, not completely go
Mm,
astray, but you have to be flexible because you deal with your with your emotion. first of all, like I said to my wife, I said every time I go on YouTube, I expose myself. No matter what, it comes with a bunch of emotions. Still, after 100 something episode and 2000 something, I still have the same thrill, the same effect that it gives me, the rush.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like that. That's why I do it. It makes me stretch outside my comfort zone. But yeah, that's it. We're probably not meant to stretch 24/24 out of our comfort zone. But once in a while, if you stretch, it makes you grow. It makes you gain strength. It makes you become a better person, more I don't know, more inspired,
Definitely.
just more inspired. And I have inspiration, so it cannot stop me. Once you have the inspiration, like you're very
Yeah.
inspired on your video too. I hear you talk sometime, like you don't have much views, but you have me as a viewer. I check
Yeah.
your video, like I told you.
All about the views. Just keep going. But just on regards to, you know, finding your life purpose, and I know that was the struggle for myself, and even today there's still aspects that I'm trying to sweep through to really find that full life purpose. From that comes healing. So it's about understanding ourselves and healing those programming aspects of ourselves that we thought were us. So, you know, somebody that thinks that they're meant to be a millionaire, that may not be the case. It's about understanding that, okay, well, I'm not actually meant to be a millionaire. I'm actually meant to be, you know, somewhere down here, middle class person, but being okay with that and understanding that the healing that comes with that will allow you to be okay with that. So healing happens and then your life purpose shines. So
But
yeah,
acceptance, like you said, it's
yeah,
major. You have to be you have to yeah, acceptance, accept your journey, the way it's going, the place where you are, and not resist too much. What you resist will persist. So accept, if you have
yeah,
been given the strength to carry on, or accept it if you feel you're good for carrying on, and care, because this is our main, one of our main purpose is to carry the truth, and the truth is us.
mhm,
There's truth in what we say, what we do, and what we are. Hello.
yeah,
So we have to start shining. We have to start shining big time. There's something
definitely,
awaiting humanity, a great awakening awaiting humanity. And it's not only organized by us, it's organized by a divine influence, a divine force awakening us. But, if
yeah,
we are God and goddesses, it's up to us also to find a way to make it happen. He will not come, and he will guide us through our
yeah,
inspiration, but we have enough power, enough divinity all together to fix the things. Everything we have done here, we can reverse everything. We can create a brand new paradise. It's very,
yes,
very possible the moment we're going to get in touch, each and every one of us, with who we are,
yes,
divine
very
and God
true.
and goddesses coming here on earth, like. But for sure, and it's important for them for us to believe in a God and their God, and then so we lose our all our sense of divinity to some kind of religion or other madness that they have created. When I
Yeah,
didn't need no temple, no nothing to find my divinity, I just had to quit a bit, have a bit of silence, like quit the distraction and stuff that was keeping me away from who I was, the greatness and all stuff. And
mm-hmm.
then
Yeah,
becomes very easy at one point, where you become at ease with who you are also, and that's what we have to become. Remove the mask and be at ease with who you are, and just shine your light, and people will be when you do things from your heart, people feel that they're not we're completely dead, we're living dead, but not, we can still feel stuff, like we all have the same biological equipment to make sense of reality. So I'm not more
yes,
intelligent than anybody else. I don't know more than anybody else. I just question more things. That's all it is. I'm not
yeah,
more intelligent. I'm not different than anybody. We all have the same thing to make sense of reality. So it's up to us to use it. I use it. I use it a great deal, probably, but maybe I use my voice for the one that don't voice theirs. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let it be. Let it be. If it's where I have to be, Melissa, like you said, let it be, and just keep carrying on. Like you said yesterday, we were talking about, especially the Tru-Mon show, that I was like taking a step back because I don't want to become a distraction or famous with that, because it's really not about me. and I was gonna detach myself a bit. I have no attachment to that show. That's the thing. I have no attachment to that channel. Like the more subscriber I have, the more I want to close it. Not close it, but do less appearance and stuff. But now tonight, what you tell me is more accepted. Accept where you are, Yannick. You are on this path. You are there for that reason, and just go through it.
Yeah.
Shut the little voice inside you and just keep carry on. You did a wonderful job so far. I'm very. It's not false pride. It's the pride. You gotta have some pride in what you do, because that pushes
Yes.
you to go even more. But I've learned for sure something with you in the last 2 days, and that's what I said. I needed some kind of a coaching or something, because sometimes I get. Not that I have no hope. I always have hope, always positive, always. But I don't want to distract people. That's the thing. But if we keep it to the real stuff, and not propagate bad vibes and stuff, and talk about nonsense, I'm very, very on board, and like I will shine my light like until I have no more breath going through my nostril. There's no problem there.
Your intuition, we've all got intuition as well, so we can't forget that aspect of our bodies, our divine self. We've all got that intuition. So if our intuition is saying something about an aspect of our lives that we're in, address it, sit with it. And meditation tends to help people find that answer. So for yourself, if you're feeling like you need to shut it down, before shutting it down, sit down with that feeling and that emotion and ask yourself, well, what is it? Why am I shutting it down? It could be an aspect of yourself that's saying, I want you to keep going with it, but right now you're not taking it on the divine path that you're meant to take it on. So altering rather than shutting it down may be the message that you needed to, get back onto the path that you're on. Before quitting anything, before making irrational decisions, everybody should listen to their intuition and their higher self before going ahead and doing something irrational.
But that's why I came to you. That's why I came to you, because I could have just said, okay, go in my ego trip and solve that on my own. But no, I reached out to you. I said, hey, Melissa, you available? Come on the Tru-Mon show. And I know I had, sometimes you just need to be comfortable with someone to keep carrying on, and that person give you strength and some insight that you might not see, and that change your whole journey. So you probably just spark something in me that's gonna keep me going for another 500 show.
Yeah, very true.
But I needed that. It's just sometimes I don't lose hope, but I said like I would like a massive uprising from one day to another, but I know it's not gonna happen that way. It's gonna happen with time. Time will tell. Time will tell. People have to realize that what Bob said. Bob said, "You think you're in heaven, but you're living in hell." But what he meant by that is that the world you have created for yourself is hell. This is what we do. We create hell. We prefer known hells to unknown heaven. This is what Bob meant. He didn't mean that earth is hell. That's not what he meant. He meant your world that you have created is hell. So you have possibility to create heaven. This is what I get from Bob Marley, great teacher, Bob Marley for sure.
You're going to create your own story in your life. So, when it comes to your growth and your shows and your followings, you'll see it grow in your own unique way. And then in years to come, you'll turn back and maybe someone will write up a story about you and your life and your journey. And it will be totally different to what Bob Marley wrote about. Might have similarities, but totally different in how you gained your growth and how you got to the highest point, on that pyramid yourself. So we've all got a unique story and a unique purpose to share in our life, and it's about finding it.
Yeah, and it's about sharing it too, sharing our story or our inspiration. If you have the inspiration, probably you're gonna start shining eventually, doing something, whether it's art or music or speaking, or there's gonna be something occurring inside you that you're gonna start being creative. You're gonna create stuff. Like I've never thought really for a moment in my life that I was going to be a creative person, being inspired and stuff. That's the easiest thing I've done in my life, talking like this tonight. That's the easiest thing I've done in my life. But for a moment was the hardest thing that I think I could do. I could not figure out how I would do this because I was shit scared probably of
Yeah.
what people think of me or stuff, what people thought of me,
Same.
my mother, my wife, and my children, and very very preoccupied by what people think. But the moment I put that aside, like, come on, it's nothing.
Look at you
Just being
now.
myself, I'm speaking my mind. You don't have to like it. You can log off. You don't have to like it. Don't have to come and listen to me. You're not obligated. So it's not. I don't force anybody. A leader will not force people on a journey. He will ask them to be part of the journey,
Yep.
encourage them to be part of the journey. But I don't force anybody to accept anything. And if you think I'm wrong and anything, it's okay. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about love. It's about love.
Yeah.
So I'm not here to preach anything or to preach that the earth is flat or it's round or it's a turtle, or I don't know. The earth is what it is. It's what's in front of me. I cannot tell you more. I haven't seen more. So I
Yeah.
cannot tell you, but I know that I don't go by what the government says and stuff like that, because it's just pure madness. We all know now. We all know we have trusted them. I've trusted them for their information and stuff. But now we are massive amount of people that question
We
them.
all
Hello.
have.
So what?
Yeah.
We're all wrong. We're all wrong by suddenly questioning them. Is what? We're all following each other. You're in Australia. I have barely a few contacts with you from the beginning, but that's it. It's not because we're. But no, it's the frequency. It's a frequency game,
Yeah.
vibrational game, and the vibrations are getting higher on Earth. So we are all picking up that vibration and that and
There's
it's
more to it.
and there's more
But
and more people that are going on YouTube also to find information. They leave the TV and they go to YouTube. It's a good start. Like, I'm not saying you're gonna find the whole truth on YouTube. The whole truth is you. So you might find it in the mirror or somewhere along in your journey. But you're gonna discover lies on YouTube, pretty much how the lies are perpetrated and stuff. But it's good to be aware. It's good to be aware, because then you can sense your power. You can sense how magnificent you are because you're lied to. So why are we lied to? Why? Why they lie to us? There must be something
distractions, I would say, and it's
powerful.
an old story. It's an old history is the word, his story. So
Yeah.
whoever created that story, it's just flowing, nobody's ever questioned it because they thought, well, oh, that must be right. But I guess when the new generation started to come through, we just started to think, well, what's going on? This person says that, and then you're saying that. Well, who's right, who's wrong? We don't know. We want to question it. We don't know. So we'd rather go, and dig a hole in the middle of the earth to see what was going on or what's going on. We want to find out ourselves. I say question it. And through, our awakening, we will feel very much like we're in a dark place where, there's no one around us to really help us through. YouTube is a great place to start. But on top of that, I do encourage people to either find an older mentor or somebody that has been through it, and, link up with them and just have somebody there to help them through it too. It can be frightening and it can be, full on, and there will be a lot of healing to come with it. And, be open to reading books and reading other things. Don't just sit on the computer all the time. That doesn't help.
No, for sure on the computer. But I'm saying just a start. But at one point, you have to go to mentor. You have to go to
You
people
do.
that have went through what you're going through, and then you're gonna find all the lights and all the
Yeah.
stuff you need to know to carry on, to stop to clear the confusion, because at one point I was confused on even people around me. So that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's a bit
Yeah.
that's what they want. Also, they know by bringing this out, they're gonna bring more confusion, and so not everybody has the strength to get out that confusion. A lot of people are staying stuck in that realm of confusion. Some are detoxing from all the madness and the conspiracies, but some like to stay still in that realm, that low realm vibration of conspiracy. So it's a balance that we have to. Some of us detox, and some of us are in the not ready for
The chat.
detox, but we have to make with it, and we're all seeking something that is magnificent in us. So from that
Yeah.
point, I don't think we should cause division or separation, or because I'm at that one point in my journey, or you're there, or he's there. I think we should just join and embrace all each other, our journeys, and make sense of it, and then bring this earth to a whole new paradigm, which is happening right now. Right now,
Yeah.
and at this moment,
Yeah.
it's happening because the truth is being spoken. Look, we just have a little channel on YouTube, and we're capable to bring our vibes up to a level that is very encouraging. I see it encourages me a lot all the time, to especially to see the love in the chat here. The chat is going very it's
It's
high
good.
vibration. The chat here doesn't attract no trolls, no people like that, because it's too high vibration. I look at that. Uh, I rarely have people coming to trash what we say, or because we're showing that we're not about confusion and propaganda. Is high vibration. It's a this is what it's made for. This is what I wanted to take it. So we're on the way to create a massive change, and very proud of us. Very proud of who we have become.
I'm proud. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of people around me. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of, how the shift is just coming along. It's really coming along nicely. So just got to keep embracing it and being open to the goodness, the
Yeah.
aliveness.
We're gonna keep on pushing, being more alive, being more, more present, more, and just, I don't know. There's no secret to make your dreams come true. Just wake up and be part of the dream. Also,
Yeah.
be part of the dream. Be in the
Yeah.
here and now. Be in the here and
Yeah.
now, and that's a big way to be part of the dream of life. There's the dream of life. Also, there's a dream. We were intended to live a dream here. This is a dream, a paradise. That's what it is. That the Creator, when He created
Yeah.
this, it wasn't intended for us to suffer. That's impossible. There's too much abundance. There's everything in nature to cure us, to heal us, to nourish us. What this place has been intended for us to suffer? No, it's the people that makes us suffer. The evil people that control the world, the money, the madness that we
Mine.
have created ourselves, and the mind and the
Yeah.
twisted mind. So
Yeah.
this is it. But once we're gonna reset the mindset, we're gonna be gaining a very. We're gonna take flight. That's what's gonna happen with
Yeah.
TT. We're gonna.
Yeah.
So Meli,
We'll
I don't know if you want to add anything before we finish. Do you have?
Just probably, a question for people to, I guess, answer is, what's one thing that you want your future self to thank you for every day? So every day you wake up, let's attempt to do something that will help push us to leave an inspirational note for somebody, whether it's just one person or millions of people. It doesn't matter. If you're inspiring one person, that's enough. So I guess, in my own world, I've just kept going and going. Even, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. So keep that going.
Yeah.
Just keep
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
I love that one. What doesn't kill you make you stronger, and that's
Yeah.
not gonna kill me to come on live on YouTube tonight. So it's just gonna make me stronger, make you stronger. We all
That's
get
right.
stronger. Everybody in the chat picks up the vibes. It's a great. The viewers live. We had like 20 viewers live. That's a very encouraging result.
Yeah.
Me not about numbers because everything, but I'm about numbers a bit because I keep everything organic. I don't buy
Yeah.
views, I don't buy subscribers. I keep everything organic, and I want it to stay that way. So what you see is the real reflection. The numbers you see are real, and but I don't know if they're real.
Yeah.
YouTube might trick the number too. That's another thing. But there's illusion everywhere.
Numbers have its purpose, but what I say when it's not about numbers, it's about, I know for myself that when I'm starting a YouTube channel, I know I'm not going to be somebody like you who will draw in a lot of people, because I know that's not actually my life purpose. It's just something that I'm adding on, and that's not going to go forever. But somebody like you, this may very well be your life purpose. Therefore, the numbers are going to reflect on that in that aspect. But for me, it's not going to be that.
I
My
don't know,
life.
Meli. I don't know. I don't know if it's. For now, it is my purpose. For
For
now,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. It might change. I am nothing fixed. I'm not. First of all, it's not up to me. It's not up
Yeah.
to me. Me, I just take action. Take action
That's
every day.
right.
Be great
That's
every
right.
day. Wake up every day with positive vibes. With it's the little things we do and the little words we say that makes us have really great days. And your days are your life in miniature. So what is it? It's all about the
Yeah.
now. It's all about the now. The days that I am now are going to be the reflection of my whole life. So just keep on rising, keep on shining, rise and shine, and ain't no giving in. And we are never retreating, never surrendering to Babylon, to their evil forces. We're going to stay away from Babylon evil, that's for sure, because it's pure madness. And we
Yeah.
must rise as one and gather our energy and our forces together to not give them power. And we must not give them vibration or attach vibration to their madness. Start creating stuff. Start creating your life. Start creating your magnificence and bring your greatness to the forefront. And just rise and shine. So thank you
That's it.
very much, Melissa. That was
Thank you.
very nice from your part to. Very nice. It's not a nice word, by the way. It was wonderful that you come with on the Tru show tonight. I am very, very grateful. Very grateful. There's no word to express my gratitude. It's come on. It's life. It's a super vibe. It's come on. It's love. It's life. There's no word. The words can't even describe what I feel. It's like sometimes I want to find a word to express what I feel, but I can't. It's just
I feel it. I feel it. It's gratitude. That's
yeah.
all it is, gratitude. Yeah.
That's it. Be grateful. Give thanks for life. We are alive, and we have
Rise and shine.
rise and shine. A great mission to
Yes.
accomplish. So we are
That's
out,
it.
and thank you everyone for being here
Thank
again.
you.
Yellow Crystal Warriors, Cindy, Suzanne, everybody. Just grateful for everybody showing up also, and we're in this together, beautiful family. Yeah, we're in this
Keep
together
going.
as one. So rise
Yes.
and shine. We're out.
We're at